dogs take 8 hours a day.
8 hours a day.
They're your dogs.
Yeah.
She told me. I go, yeah, I kind of thought that too.
Yeah, because look, you're the only one that took care of them. Linda would keep them in that stuffed up in that room or in the RV.
Tim bit Linda the other week.
Oh,
a few weeks.
Uh-huh.
And I could tell the way he was growling. They have this growl. It's a low growl, and then it gets a little higher growl, and then when it gets to the highest growl, the next growl you're going to hear after that highest growl is biting. You know what I mean? Okay. And fucking Linda started trying to stand up to Ted. Tim, don't do that. Tim, come here. He's like, and I was thinking, oh, here it comes, and sure enough, he fucking hit her.
Yeah.
She was let me put it this way, she was hurt.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because she loves the dogs, you know what I mean? So she was hurt. In fact, she started crying a little bit afterward. She was hurt that
her own dogs.
They're her own dogs. And those dogs have bit her more than anybody else.
Yeah.
And she's the owner. But she's the owner, but she doesn't take them for walks. She doesn't take them
out.
She doesn't give them the extra love that I do. You know what I mean? Right. Like I give them just even coming in here. You see the attention I gave this stuff. I give dogs a lot of attention.
Yeah.
Linda doesn't do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you need to.
You need to.
Yeah, I mean, you're gonna have them. You better.
They have personality. They're bond. You could bond with a dog. Like I told Miko one time, I go, Miko, I'm gonna tell you this because I think you'll understand. But if anybody else heard me say this, they might think I'm crazy. I go, but when I go for a walk with the dogs, I feel like we're all one in the same. Like I'm one of the pack. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We'll be going for a walk, and I feel.
Yeah.
Dude, sometimes Ted and Kim, they can look at me, and I'll know that they're thirsty and not hungry. You know what I mean? They look at me and I go, you guys are thirsty? Are you not? And they look at me and I feel like I know. You know what I mean? I feel like I just know.
Oh, licking. Oh, I love this. I love this.
Big,
oh, reminds me of that time Daisy did that.
Girl, you my girl. Yeah, I love that. I've always.
I was telling Jose about Cruisy Cruise when you finally took Cruisy Cruise everywhere. Remember, for a while you'd leave them at home, and then you finally decided to
put him in my bag.
Jose, he would put.
I was in my bag, riding my bike, and he'd be in my bag. You know what I mean? Yeah, I thought I was going to roll with that dog. That dog and I were walking down the street, and it started getting dark, and there was cars driving. So I thought, fuck, I better put his light on. He had a light on his collar.
On the collar.
So I told him, Cruisy, come here. And I turned on his light, and I was on the street, and he ran over to the sidewalk and was, I don't know, fucking around doing something or another. And then this car started driving up the street. Fuck, I wish I wouldn't have been on the street. And Cruisy started running. I saw him start running toward me as the car was coming up the street. And fuck, dude, I just heard boom. I heard the dog get hit by the car. And then I saw the dog roll under the car. I saw my dog roll under the car. Right. And the car took off. And he was laying there, and the dog pulled up his head, and then he laid back down and died right in front of me, died right in front of me. Dude, I fucking, thank God the tires didn't run over him, you know what I mean? So even though he got hit, he didn't look like a car ran over him. He just got hit. Right. And fuck, I picked up that dog off the street and fucking walked off crying.
Remember? You cried all night long.
I never cried so much
since your mom died.
Life. Even though my mother died, I knew she was dying. I was prepared for it. She knew she was dying, so I was prepared for that.
That's different from having to watch.
Right, and when the dog died, dude, that dog was just a couple of years old. I thought I was going to grow old with that dog, you know what I mean? And it just shocked me that it died right in front of my eyes, you know what I mean? I cried so fucking hard. Dude, my eyes were swollen the next day, you know what I mean? From crying all night long. I had to put that dog in a little casket.
We buried it. I remember I went with you.
Oh, fuck. Dude, I'll never forget that night. It was August 19th.
19th, yes.
That he died, and that was one of the worst nights of my life, was that when that dog died.
But I remember you took him always in the bag. Even when we went to Samantha's, remember?
Horrible. I took that dog, yeah.
Remember to Samantha's?
And he was smart, because every time I get me the house, I grab my bag, and as soon as I grabbed my bag, the dog knew. He's leaving. So he'd get up and want to go with me, you know what I mean? Yeah. And I would take him with me everywhere. Then one day I had to go to welfare. I couldn't take the dog into welfare, you know what I mean? Right. So I fucking talked to him like a human being. I go, Cruisy, if I could take you, I would take you. You know I like taking you everywhere. But where I'm going right now, I just can't take you. I can't take it. But when I get back, we'll go into the woods because we live right next to the woods.
Okay.
And dude, the dog looked at me and didn't fucking jump or like understood. You know,
Right.
I felt like he understood.
Yeah.
I said, but when I get back, we're gonna go out. And he fucking sat there and
Yeah.
didn't come crying or nothing.
No, not at
I
all.
felt like he understood what I was saying.
This one, remember, they were like a lot, like, if I say we're gonna do something, like, okay, yeah, she knows.
That you're gonna go out and do something.
She holds me, like, kind of like.
Oh, she'll hold you to it, huh?
Yeah, she'll hold, like,
She'll-
yeah, like, I've learned this with her, and because I've read it somewhere, like, this is, pet bulls have a good memory towards things like that. You tell them something,
They're gonna hold you to that shit.
they're expecting,
That's
they'll
right.
wait so long for you to do what you said. You might trip out why they're acting so weird. It's because you haven't held your side of the
Whatever you promised. That's
Promised
right.
to do.
yeah,
Dude,
that's
that's
why
right.
that's why I always make sure that, like,
Whatever you
if
say, you come through with it.
Yeah, exactly. That's why.
If you
but
say
she-
you're gonna take her for a walk down blah blah blah, you're
Yeah,
gonna take her to that
exactly.
Blah,
Like yeah.
because
It's
that
like
makes her day.
and like the exercise thing. You know, she knows that I was like, oh yeah, we'll do exercise later. It's like, oh yeah.
To hold you to that.
Later,
Yeah.
You better
She's
do
like,
that.
yeah,
If you
it's
said
later.
later.
Hold on to that. Yeah.
It's been later.
Yeah, she's ready
And,
to go.
let's get this party going.
Yeah.
Hey,
Up here, Turkey.
I got Linda's car at Fashion Valley.
Fashion
I gotta
Valley?
take it home to her.
Oh,
I gotta
they
go.
finally had to fix it, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, they somewhat fixed it, but yeah,
Uh-huh.
it ran. I didn't take it up to Escondido.
Yeah.
I parked at a bus stop and then I took the bus up to Escondido.
Oh yeah, because that was quite a long bus drive too.
I just didn't. Her car's not running good enough.
Yeah,
so-
no.
But you took that 235. It
Yeah.
comes down the highway pretty quick.
Yes, it does come hard pretty quick.
Yeah.
Pick on that,
I
but
love your dog. It's a beautiful dog.
Thank you.
Yeah, she's got personality. She's got love in her heart, she's got love in her. She just wants to be loved and play with and have attention like anybody, like any dog or anything. I mean,
Yeah.
dogs want to be loved and petted.
And I know that I normally like take her out for a walk, like out there, but out there is like nah, she's just not ready for out there yet.
Right. Especially out there,
Yeah,
like in this
exactly.
little area.
Yeah, at first it was like they had benches and everything in the front right there,
Right.
which made it hard for me to like even go by there.
There were people sitting always.
When I found out about this third floor, I hardly left the building.
Why? The third floor is available for walking dogs.
yeah.
Yeah, they got a grassy area over there. At first they made it like all the planters that they had there.
Yeah.
That dogs can't go on top of, but I think they're lenient on that now.
Yeah.
It's like, because a lot of dogs do just like
They got to go somewhere. You know what I mean?
yeah, I was like, they see it as, oh, it's normal for
Dog to pee or
it's
whatever.
dirt, yeah,
Yeah,
it's dirt. We
yeah.
can go right
Yeah,
here.
yeah,
It's like, don't worry about it.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, she's a beautiful
And
dog.
she's getting-
She don't shed. She don't shed.
Well, no, it's not as bad. I was like,
Beautiful
I
girl.
take off her
Beautiful
summer,
baby.
like I give her a summer bath before going into the winter.
She wants you to come back.
Has,
She wants
like,
you to.
like if she has fleas or anything on her,
Yes,
I
my
try to
baby, my baby.
get rid of it
My
before
baby.
we go into the winter.
You're a good girl.
It's like
You're a good girl.
I have a buddy that's gonna pay for her exam. I'm gonna get her.
That appointment?
Yeah, to get her skin checked out. I was like, even though I mean, like
You want to be positive.
yeah, I want to make sure that she's got nothing on her skin. And, I mean, I see something, but they might say that I'm just tripping or whatever.
This is just.
It's my girl.
This is
That's my girl.
I was like, I want to
You
hear
know
it.
what? I'm overly protective.
My baby.
Yeah, I was like, because those, I mean, she like all of a sudden she'll get like black.